substantial growth in Q3 of 2023. The Kenya National Bureau of Statistics puts the growth at 5.8% from 5% recorded in the same period under review in 2022. With the 90% of urban dwellers taking up the rental market, almost stagnant growth in rental income continues to be experienced in the residential segment. Key players in the sector have, however, found ways to continue reaping big in a sector deemed underperforming by focusing on capital gains. Simba Elijah Charles Kiage brings us tonight's feature, Capital Gain Masters.
Only 20% of Kenyans who live in cities own their homes. That means that 80% of the market is outside here looking for homes to buy in or settle. In a market where rental returns are just pegged at 5%, the question is, how do you transfer this market into capital gains? And that is what Pazuri Advipingo has done right here in this property. In Q3 of 2023, the residential sector recorded improved returns with a 0.2% year-on-year increase to touch 6%, a marginal increase from the 5.9% that was recorded over the same period in 2022, which in part highlights the weakness of the residential segment compared to other assets in the market. With the Kenya's average inflation since 2020 hitting figures above 5%, the real estate market has to figure a way to remain competitive. Enter capital gains. For us to understand this concept fully, we have to go back to Green Park Estate in Athi River, a concept by Superior Homes Kenya.
Our core goal here is real estate development, but in a master planned gated community settlement. So what does master planned gated community settlement mean? It means that you have residential, but it has all the amenities to have live, work, play, and invest. So when we talk about live, it's the beautiful houses that we have at Green Park, which is on an average density of around 5 units to the acre. We then have work, where this is a great place to work from home, but at the same time, we're now putting in place an office block with a co-working space for Green Park residents that they can access. We then have play. So there's playgrounds for children. We have the Sundowner Hotel. We are now putting in place a full fitness club within the area as well. And also amenities such as our Arcadia Mall, which is now 100% let, and we're now putting in place a small filling station just for small cars, just to be able to complete the puzzle. We also have 2 schools within the estate, a daycare and a primary, and the primary has both the local Kenyan curriculum and as well the British curriculum. So it gives parents an opportunity to choose. So Green Park has everything. It has a place where you can live, it has a place where you can work, it has a place where your kids can play, where they can go to school, where you can shop, where you can go and rent out a boardroom, where you can go to a full fitness club with a steam sauna and gym. And really for us, that's what I would call comprehensive lifestyle living.
In Q3 of 2023, the land segment closed at 3.2% in average capital appreciation in Nairobi metropolitan alone, a big jump from the 1.5% recorded in 2021. With the Green Park Estate master plan in Athi River, the Nairobi Expressway could not come at a better time as the road network has seen prices of properties along the route skyrocket.
Real estate from an occupancy perspective, especially with residential in Kenya, has always been very, very high. It's always primarily been, especially closer to Nairobi, a renter's market. But with lifestyle development such as ours, where you can live a little bit out of the city for the same price point as, say, living in an apartment in the city, you can get a really nice house. People then buy. So it's young families who are buying, young professionals who are in formal employment. And interestingly for us, it's almost 50% between installment payments and mortgages, which is good because it's also encouraging a vibrant mortgage market for our buyers within Green Park, because if banks are supporting you, then banks are supporting clients, and it shows that they have faith in the product.
With the Kenya Kwanza government stressing on the affordable housing agenda that targets lower income families in the country, the space for capital gains has opened up for the middle to high income Kenyans who are not a priority in their agenda.
Kila mwaka vile nilisema tutakuwa tunajenga nyumba 200,000 kila mwaka.
This is where Pazuri at Vipingo knocks.
It's like a one-stop area whereby we can sell your property. So basically we are a seller. At the same time, once you furnish your property to the satisfaction of the company, we also market your property and rent it out on your behalf. So basically we are a construction company, and we also have Pasuri Estate Management, which usually runs with all those activities, renting on your behalf. So usually clients, it gets rid that worry whereby you have to be there for your facility to run or to gain revenue. And then at the end of the day also, apart from renting, we manage the property as well to your satisfaction. So managing, ranging from managing the garden, managing the house, maintaining your property. So basically at the end of the day, as a client, you get everything in a one-stop area.
The project borrows heavily from the success of its mother project in Athi River. Why does Vipingo at Pazuri stand as a potent area for clients focused on capital gains in the real estate sector?
Vipingo is a place that is growing now. Yeah, it has not been explored fully as you could have it in the other areas of the coast. So as the shift is just starting off. When a place is starting off and the infrastructure is being put into place, there's that opportunity for capital appreciation, prices being revised upwards as people move into that area. So that being the case, that's why there's a lot of capital appreciation that one stands to gain at the Vipingo area.
And it's also a good place where there's a road connectivity. You can access the property through the flight. You can also play golf, within the vicinity in case you're interested in golfing. So here, Pasuri is very ideal for those reasons. And also you can enjoy house types. If you don't like a 2-bedroom, you can take a 4-bedroom, or you can take a 4-bedroom villa. So you offer also variety for houses for the clients. So that variety also give them an options.
Rental income in the country for furnished apartments is pegged at 16% for unfurnished apartments and 20% for furnished apartments. With these attractive percentages that rival hotel margins, opens up another revenue stream other than rental income for the purchased homes.
Yeah, so for the rental market is that within the company, we have a department that takes care of the renting out on behalf of the unit, so that Simba, if you have a unit here and you don't have the time or the know-how to rent out your unit, we take that off you and we arrange for people to come and take up, and then we'll have like a revenue split. So that has really worked out for so many people looking at Pazuri as an investment destination.
A House Consult's price index report indicated that selling prices of houses in Nairobi and major cities declined by 0.5% in the second quarter of the year compared to a 3.3% increase in quarter 2 of 2022. According to Shiv Hive, the prices of houses in the segment of middle to high income clients continue to rise, further propositioning the segment for better capital gains.
Obviously there's been an increase as economies grow, people spending power within an economy increases, but that's also then linked with an increase in house prices. As economies grow, as infrastructure improves, as roads come into place, as amenities get closer. So there is a direct correlation almost between your increase in incomes and your increase in house prices.
Most of the people are bought, almost 90% of them are bought off plan, and then we just keep on updating them as the progress goes. And that makes it easy for a person who doesn't have the entire amount at a go to spread the payments over the construction period, and makes it very easy for most people to own property.
Central Bank of Kenya latest figures indicate that diaspora remittances are now Kenya's largest foreign exchange earner, rising by 8.34% in 2022 to $4.027 billion, challenging the numbers posted by exports at $5.77 billion. This, to real estate developer Superior Homes, is an untapped market that promises heavy returns.
So if you're in diaspora and you're looking to invest in Kenya, have a holiday home once you retire, definitely Pasuri is the place to be. And then another thing also usually diaspora clients look at is for investment purpose. So here in Pasuri also you can buy a unit for investment purpose if you're in diaspora and you're looking to make good returns. Another thing also, if you're looking at diaspora and are looking for a family house or a place to live in when you come back to Kenya or when you are on travels, Pasuri is also the place to be. So Pasuri has been located in a very good place here in Kilifi, where it meets all those criteria, the investment, the family use, and also a holiday home.
Superior Homes has further given their clients an opportunity to customize their homes within plan, as well as a separate space for those looking to settle in the establishment with their families.
So on the customization, we can divide it into two categories. Number one, we have the extra works which are allowable at Pasuri. So if you buy a house, a client is allowed to add a swimming pool, is allowed to add an SQ, and is allowed to add a gazebo. And then internally on the house now, we only allow customization internally up to a certain level. So maybe if you want a bedroom, a living room extended, a bedroom switch, or some of the areas removed, we can do that. Externally, we don't allow because we want to maintain the consistency of the estate. Yeah.
So in here we have around 6 types of the houses, whereby we allow the clients to customize to fit their taste. We usually say, when you're buying a house, you should buy something that fits all your criteria in terms of correspondence.
Now, most of the people are buying at their family people, because depending on the family, then how big your family is, you can go for a 4-bedroom. But for people who are now retirees, you don't have many people who will be occupying the house, then you are accommodated in the 2-bedroom. If it's a smaller family, maybe you just have one kid, then a 2-bedroom can also work for that. That's why we have these 3 options. But the best seller again is the 3-bedroom.
And the plans for Superior Homes in respect to capital gains conversation?
Ultimately, we want to list this business on the Nairobi Securities Exchange. It's always been our dream. We believe that we can offer a really good, profitable, attractive development business for people to invest in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, and really, change the narrative around listed real estate in the market. So we're going to be pushing for that.
The mortgage market is still expected to be at 5% in the long term. With the ballooning middle class that is always looking for a place to settle, the real estate sector's question is going to be one: how to turn 90% of the market from renters into property owners. In Pasuri at Vipingo, they have already realized exactly how to onboard majority of them. One, those seeking revenue from these real estate investments, and those who are seeking to be property owners. For Look at Business, Simba, Elijah Charles Kiage.